right, y'all. So we are back. We are back. We are back. All right, let's go and get this done while we got time before it says peace out, Cub Scout again. All right, so we already started with our goal in mind, the task that I want to complete, and now I am putting in the task or task. I'm put the little S on there because it is more than one thing. I got more than one task. I think it's supposed to be an S on there. If it's not, y'all gonna get that S today. Thank y'all for popping back in. I know sometimes we don't like those interruptions, but until I get my whole entire life together, I will figure things out so we can get things done. All right, so we have our date, we have the week. I chose my goal to clean out the coat closet by Saturday. This is my one small goal for this week. This has nothing to do with my overall June goals. So again, you want to pick one small goal that you can accomplish. If it's cleaning out your food pantry, that's a small goal that you should be able to accomplish. If it's having family night with your family, that is a goal. So let's just say your goal in mind for this week is to have family night without electronics. I had a person on my Facebook page, so that's what made me think of this goal. You set the goal to have family night, and you say what day you want to have family night. So let's just say you say, my goal in mind is to have family night on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have the goal that you want. You have the deadline that you want to have that goal by. Then you're going to put the task. What do you want to do for family night? Do you want to play games? Do you want to watch a movie? Find the movie that we want to watch. If you're going to have snacks, prepare snacks by 7:30. Watch movie, blah, blah, blah. After that, you may say no electronics. All electronics go in room number 1, and everybody can plug their electronics up, put them on vibrate so there are no distractions. That is setting a very small goal that can be accomplished, that does not require anything super major, but it's something that you can feel good about after it is done. Once that goal is completed, then you do a journal entry and the end. Another thing that you can do if you want to combine not only journal moments, but you want to include planner moments as well, your goal is going to go inside of your planner. So you already said Wednesday we're having family night. That should be planned out. That should be written in your journal so that you make sure that it's done, okay? And then you could put family night, no electronics. If you have some of the Happy Planner books, there's a lot of unplugged stickers. If you have stickers by Journal Jot and Jive, which is me, I have an unplugged sticker. So you have all those things that you can put not only in your planner, but your journal. So the thing is, you can use those two things cohesively. So again, this is my goal. These are the tasks. So I said box up donations, drop off donations. Let's say I put drop off. Hold on. Drop off donations by noon, because I have a meeting on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So I know that there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to do that, okay? And if you wanted to, you can make this as your checklist and you can check it off. If you need it to be more extensive to hold yourself accountable, you could actually say create trash pile by Tuesday, or create your piles by Tuesday, box up donations by Thursday or Friday, and then drop off donations noon, and that's going to be Saturday, so I can put that in quotations. So I literally just gave y'all a teaser on how to break down a goal and to create the task, but I actually do stuff a little bit deeper. You'll have to look for some things in the future where y'all will be able to possibly attend a class that shows you how to break down major goals in depth. But I did kind of want to show you like a preview to the journal prompts that you all bought. So if you got those journal prompts, this probably makes a little more sense. On one of the journal prompts that you have, you kind of have a little bit of a guide on how to break that down. So this is your goal, your date, and then the next thing you're going to do over here is what we normally do. We're just going to write our motivation for the week. If you want to do a recap of your goal, you can create a section over here, and then your recap of your goal completion can go over there. So I'm going to create the recap right here, and then we can figure out what our motivational quote for the week is. So let me see if there's a box. And again, like I told you, I'm pretty much using this one sticker book plus the floral book, and that's going to be that because I don't really feel like looking for anything else. But I don't know, y'all. You know, look like I'm finding me a cute little box. Okay, so what I can do for this box, I'm gonna pull this box off. It says today, but you can always repurpose and cover that up. We're gonna put this down here. And of course, I don't know that whole quote, but that would be a good one. If somebody can look that up real quick and let us know what the quote about a goal without a plan is just the, man, I don't know it by heart, but I know what you're talking about. All right, so we're going to cover this up. And of course, I would put this down really, really crooked. This might not be getting used, y'all. Let's see. Am I going to be able to save it? Nope. Yeah, I did just tear up this whole little sheet because that drove me a little bit bad. It's something like that. If anybody is able to look it up on... Yes, I did just waste a whole little sticker, y'all. That's just how I am. All right. I'll tell you what. If this doesn't go down straight this time, it just doesn't go down straight. Let me tell you how we're going to use this one. All right, so if you've been following me for a while, you would know what 1, 2, and 3 would stand for if we were treating this like the weekly recap. Okay, that's it. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So for this 1, 2, and 3, we know what did not work, what needed adjustment, and what worked. That would be my recap for my goal that I completed. So even if I complete the goal, I still like to kind of analyze, like, how did it work? Could I have done stuff a little bit differently? Let's just say I didn't finish certain things in the time frame that I wanted to. What could I have done differently so that in the future I have a little bit of a blueprint to go by? So this will be recap of accomplishing my goal. So I'm going to write the word goal. So the goal recap will go right here. And so here's the thing. You want to complete the goal. But if you do not complete the goal, I still want you all to, at the end of the week, go in and write the recap. Why did you not complete the goal? You want to be honest so you can kind of figure out, why do I keep stopping at a certain point? So that's where that will go in. And then I'm going to go ahead and write that quote, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So that will be the quote of the week. So let me separate this out. Let me put this down because I'm not sure if this ink is 100% dry right there. So if it's smudged, it can at least smudge on the paper. All right, and so our quote is, oh, that's a long name to write, but I'm gonna write his name. Okay. A goal without a plan is just a wish. All right, and I'm gonna get me a little fine tip. Go back with my small pen so I can write his name. All right, so I have his name on there. All right, so that is the quote of the week. And that is literally going to be our weekly layout. I know it's not as, cutesy as I normally do, but right now this goal really needs to be done. So that's on my list. Let me go in and take, what other colors we have on here? Pink. So hopefully each one of you all will be able to find something that you want to work on this week that you'll actually be able to accomplish. Nothing too big, y'all. Please don't make it too big where you come back and you're like, I ain't get it done. That system didn't work. Don't overwhelm yourself with that. One small goal that you just know that you want to accomplish, that you actually can accomplish, is the idea. And then this right here will be where your journal recap will be. So you can do a list recap versus a whole page. Now, if you want to write more in depth, that's totally up to you. But again, you just want to have a measuring tool. So I actually like this one, y'all. This was actually a fun, for me. I'm a little extra. I kind of like the idea of having something to look forward to this week that, for me, is not linked to work. Because typically, if I'm going to set a goal, it's going to be a goal for Journal Jot and Jive. So I do want to personally start doing goals that are not always linked to work, because I have to get to a point where I start living again, because it's so easy to get lost into work, especially when you're self-employed. I have been self-employed outside of my investment job. I have been self-employed since 2006. So that habit of being so engrossed in setting your goals around being self-employed can really take a toll over the years. And so now one of the things that I want to do is get back to enjoying the things that I used to when I first started working. Like, I was the type that I was into makeup heavy, or just different little things that I would do that I have lost sight of. So my goal setting is probably going to be a tad bit different than other people's. Now, I will still do goals for work, but I do want to find me again, if that makes any sense. So that's that. So we did do y'all have any questions about setting that small goal? Do you need help with the task of setting your goals? If you do, go ahead and drop that in the comment section so that I can help you as much as possible. Y'all utilize me now. Just, you got me. So don't sit there acting all shy and you like, I really need help. Nobody's going to bite. Nobody's going to be disrespectful. If they are, they will be blocked. And we typically don't have that issue on this channel. So if you need help as far as setting your small goal for this week, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. And while you're doing that, I'm going to bring my new Erin Condren planner, guys. And we're going to talk about some of the things that I have created in here. That's going to motivate me as well. If you're just joining in, thank you for coming back for part 2. We did our goal setting page, our journal prompt for today. You will have to go back and watch part 1 and then catch up on part 2, but I'm pretty sure you can learn a lot from it. So hopefully you watch both and watch those ads, y'all. You know, those ads that y'all see that you want to move past, those ads, pay me a couple of cents on the dollar. And that's what helps me get the things that y'all want to see used on these videos. So just thought I'd throw that little buzz out there. All right, y'all. So let me go to the back of the book. And a while ago, we talked about coloring books and how you can journal within a coloring book. So I actually have something to show that I did in here. So from my understanding, I'm new to Erin Condren. I don't know all this stuff. But I do know a lot of people really don't care for the coloring page. But the coloring page was bae for me. I didn't understand why y'all don't like this coloring page. It was everything. It was life. I was like, hey. So one thing that I did with my coloring page, it was therapeutic. I was actually doing it mine like for the main point of coloring. It was for my anxiety to kind of calm me down. But after I did the coloring page, I went and I just put some little positive words in between here. So that's how you can journal within a coloring book. So let's just say you color something and you want to write quotes. How we just wrote that quote about setting goals. A quote could go inside of this about setting a goal. So if you have a coloring page, this is something that you could potentially do inside of your Erin Condren that is actually journal related. And it can keep you motivated throughout the process of using your planner. You can have journal moments inside of your planner. So this was the coloring page. That's how I decided to utilize that. And I feel like I worked, $2 worth of my planner. I got $2 worth of my planner so far. This is a $60 planner if you did not know. So I colored using highlighters, color pencils, paint markers, anything that I had around the house. And it did really, really well. It only bled through a little bit when I was heavy-handed on the pink. So that is that. I put in here, live, be bold, growing daily, remain intentional, love, peace, unplug, and relax. That's purr, if you know what purr is. And then laugh. And then I put a couple of hearts. So that, again, is an idea of how you could use your coloring page in your Erin Condren. I know some people use it as a pen test page. You could also, if you didn't do all the extra stuff that I did in here, you could put some positive words inside of the leaves. And I may very well, over time, go back in and write some positive words inside of the little petals. I said leaves, inside of the petals. I have not decided exactly what I'm going to do with this page just yet. So we're just going to leave that alone for now. But another motivational page for me will be the hexagons, because y'all know that's why I bought this planner. That is the only reason I bought this planner, was for these hexagons, all day, every day, for the hexagons. So what I decided with the hexagon page is this is going to be my self-care board. This is where I'm going to do this, and I am going to do a video on it, I'm pretty sure, to kind of go in depth, and it's not all mushed into this particular video. This particular live, I'll do a video. But this let's keep in touch side, this page, I'm going to cover this up. And what I'll do, anything that's self-care related, if it's places that I want to try, or if it's let's say it's a spa where I got a massage, or it's a new gym that I went to, all of that information can be on this side right here. So I have a log of those places that I like. Now, if it's something I tried and I didn't like, it's not going to go over here. But let's say it's a yoga place that I try and I like it, it'll go over here. If it's a fitness place that I like, it'll go over here. So a coffee shop somewhere that I would go to because it's just serene and I love how it feels, that's what I would utilize this page for, because I'm not about to be putting people's name and addresses on here when I have a whole nother planner that I can put that in. So this whole section is devoted for self-care, self-love, all about A. Renee. And that's probably what I'm going to write up here, all about A. Renee. Somewhere, well, not A. Renee. I'm really gonna put Adrian, y'all, because that's my real name. Adrian. A. Renee is just A and then my middle name. So I'm gonna put all about Adrian. And so some of the things that I am committing to do throughout this year and next year is self-care, learning how to meditate, learning how to spend money on myself and not feeling guilty, stepping on that scale and actually liking what I see. Yeah, I know we're struggling with that right now. Therapy, sipping on a good cup of coffee in nice coffee shops. This is the lady with sweets. Though I'll be working on losing this weight, I'm still going to eat some of this stuff that I like that got me fluffy right now. So I'm going to have my little happy moments with my little cake, okay? Going to have to find a little balance there. And then, of course, I want to go shopping. And I also want to change my wardrobe and stuff. And so another thing on here, self-care, I want to change my room for it to be a serene type of place. So again, all of this is about self-care. What you want to do for yourself, finding time for yourself. A lot of times we want to be upset with other people and feel like everybody's making our life the way it is. But no, you allow what you allow. Yes, some things are going to put a little damper in your situations, but there are things that we can control, and we can either harbor on everything that's not working, or we can actually look at the things that we can change in those situations at that time. So this little buddy is going to be all about me. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see how this develops throughout the year. And I'm just liking it so far. So that's what I did with my hexagon. So if you're trying to figure out what in the world to do with my hexagon page, this is something you could consider. Then what I have in, let's see. And so the moral of this story, y'all, it doesn't matter what planner you have. You make your planner work for you. The brand is not going to make you a better planner, okay? You can plan on a napkin and get some of this same stuff done. And then, y'all, this is for July. I know we're in June, but I've already started setting up things that I want to do. So this is my month's vision board. I had already mentioned about meditating, and then it's a coffee o'clock is right here. Workout is one of my goals. So I've always liked the dashboard layout, so this is not really new to me. But keep in front of you what you want to see occur. This particular planner is my life planner, so it is going to house pretty much everything that's going on. So you want to keep the things that are important to you in front of you and make yourself a priority in addition to what other people that are going to be in your lives, okay? So that's how I'm using this planner. I will put a journal moment any and everywhere in here. So an affirmation or some type of journal moment is going to go in this section right here. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Wanted to show you. Thank you. But yeah, I just want y'all just start using y'all planners for real, and the stuff that y'all put in there, make sure you're doing it for real. Don't do it for the gram, don't do it for the tube, and don't do it for the book, okay? Because after people put that like on y'all, they don't care no more. They don't care no more. And you done made these cute little spreads, and you haven't even accomplished one thing off that list. That is not what your planner is for. You want to make sure that you are getting those things done and you are elevating in life and you're actually living in the moment and not living for people. Trying to see, is there anything else I have to show y'all? My blackout journal. Ooh. Here's my blackout journal. Let's do one more page and then I'm done with y'all. I am done with y'all after this page. Hold on. Let me take this off screen because I don't know what the heck I done wrote in here recently. Okay. Oh, so this was the last page that we did in the blackout journal. Now, let me go ahead and say this because I know some people will catch the replays of this video and you may feel like you got to go get everything I have. No, and no. Okay. If you have one journal and it's working for you, please don't go out and buy extra journals. Okay. You have to really realize, y'all, I have literally been journaling for 30 years, okay? So what I do is not going to be what everybody else does. It may not work for you. One journal may be perfect for your lifestyle. I have literally been journaling since I was 7. I am 37 years old, almost 38. I'll be 38 this year. So a lot of the things that you see me doing, it comes natural to me. That's because I've been doing it for a long time. If you are new to the journal process, start where you are. And of course, we want to start buffering when I'm about to do the next page. Let's see. Okay. Cool. I need a Hello June page in here. I usually get like, you know, those cute little boxes in Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They're kind of like cute. You can see them on shelves and stuff. I usually get those and store them, or I keep them just in my room. All right, so we're gonna do a Hello June page in the photo boxes. Yep, exactly. Okay, y'all. So somebody had a D-stash one day. Long time ago. Lily and Miko. I don't know who this is. Lily and Miko Designs. But it was a D-stash. So I found them today. And I was like, this might work for my Hello June page. Okay. So we're going to do a Hello June page in here. page. Okay, so we're going to do a Hello June page in here. And so this particular journal right now, y'all, it's more of a, if I just want to see stuff pop off of the pages type journal. Like, it's not a, I go to this journal every single day. I just pick it up when I want to write something inspirational. I don't really write a lot of not so good moments in this journal. So I honestly like it because of how things pop off of the pages. So again, I'm shopping my stash. I found some, this is actually a kit to go in a planner, but I wanted to use it in here. So this is going to be my Hello June page. So anything that you have sitting around the house, y'all, make it work. Make it work for you. All right, and let's see, there's another little strip right here. And again, this is going to be my June divider, journal divider. All right, so I'm gonna find one of these little paint markers that shows up here. I think the pink is upstairs, and I really like that pink. Oh, that's so rude. All right. All right, so that's Hello June. We are going to make that pop just a little bit, y'all. Give me a second. I haven't thought that all the way through just yet. Not sure if this... I just straight snapped on live, y'all. This is the type of stuff I do when I'm journaling on my own. Okay, so this little paint marker needs going to trash because it's free. All right, so that white marker said no ma'am. So let's see. Let's see, I want to pull some other colors, which I know sometimes these markers show out when I be on here with y'all. So I'm actually using this on another page to see if it's going to play with me. Okay. So I believe we might be able to pull some stuff off with this orange. All right, so I'm just going on the inside of the letters and numbers. And then another thing I like to do with my journals, y'all, I like to write a letter to myself in each, like right behind each month, like how I would like to see the month go. And it doesn't matter if it's in this journal or the other journal. Now remember, this one for me is more of a motivational, not even motivational, but just kind of like a fun, light journal. But I still like to write a letter to myself. Now, of course, that letter will not be written on screen, but I do like writing that letter. And it's really interesting to see how your letters change throughout the year. So like you might be in one particular space in January, you might be in a better space in June. So it's really good to see kind of like your progression throughout the year. Like what was a high point, a low point? Is there a common denominator around those times of times of year? So that's interesting to see, and just to see your growth overall in different areas. And so remember, I was talking about living in the moment again. This would be a fun journal to show like living in the moment. So if you go out on an adventure and you have fun, this will be really, really cool to kind of even do a little bit of memory planning and memory journaling in. This would actually be a cool journal to do that in. And you don't have to have a blackout journal for that. And again, this is only going to work if you're able to handle more than one journal. Even if you can't handle more than one journal, you could actually section your journals off differently too, and I'll discuss that on a live in the near future on how you can take one journal and separate it to work for you in that same way that I have two journals. All right, so let's see if I have another pen that will pop on the pages in front of me. I need to make sure this paint is dry. For the most part, it dries pretty fast. All right, so what I did was, pretty much started Dear Adrian. So if you're hopping on, we're doing our monthly page. I know y'all saw one page earlier on a video. This is in my black out book, and I typically do more fun, light type of journal prompts in here or motivational type things. So like this is in order to heal, I must be willing to feel, but I didn't necessarily write a bad journal prompt behind it. Yeah, those are my favorite. The yellow pen, I didn't write with the yellow pen. This is a orange. This is a Milky Pop. And then this right here is the Jelly Roll. So yeah, the orange was the Milky Pop. Yellow pens, I think most of my yellow pens have dried up. And the other one that has not dried up is not, I don't think it's here. Oh, yeah, it is. Here's my other little yellow pen. That's the Moonlight. And then at the bottom, I'm going to put Write Your Heart Out. And so again, remember your journal moments do not have to all be negative, all sad. Y'all find balance in those journals, because if you can't have a safe haven to go write and then also be willing to embrace your good moments, that journal experience is going to be a little rough. Been there, done that, have the t-shirt to wear it. I had a moment where I literally had to toss out journals because they were so bad. Like everything was just woe me. And I was like, what we cannot do in life is open up a whole journal and the whole journal is like, what in the world happened? So I do go through purge moments where if the journal is just teamed too much, I will literally get rid of it. Now, here's the irony, y'all. I did this journal and I didn't intentionally mean to kind of match them. For some odd reason, I have a tendency to still have the color schemes flow from one journal to the next. So that's just to show you a contrast of that journal versus the next journal. So again, in my journals, I write a letter. So the letter in this particular journal to myself will go on this page behind here. So I'll write what I expect or what I would like to see in this. I'll write it over here. So both of them will have it. So there are a couple of things that make my journals fill up probably faster than the average. Is because I don't do everything like Dear Diary related, if that makes any sense. So we have Write Your Heart Out, Dear Adrian. And then that's where this message part will go. And I think we are almost done with this. I just need I need a little bit more of a pop of a color. That's where that yellow is going to come in. And I'm doing my little stitch border. So has anybody on here completed at least half of your journal so far this year? And if you haven't, it's nothing wrong with it. Just wondering if any of you all have filled up your pages any. Yay, awesome, y'all. That is really, really good. Awesome. Let me find out. Y'all on some extra books. Yay. That is awesome. Y'all don't see I'm like literally cheesing, like all jokes aside. That is really good to hear. Now, do you sometimes find yourself lighter after writing in your journal? Or have you seen a difference since you started or resumed writing in your journals? Not saying every day is going to be a perfect day, y'all. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just wondering, are you seeing any difference now that you're allowing your thoughts and emotions to escape your mind and hit the pages? And I think lastly, if you are new to using a journal, is it different from what you expected initially? Because I often hear people say, I can't journal. I can't journal. And I'm like, y'all, I promise you it's not what you think. Uh-oh, my hat hit that. That's why I need to wash my hair. Got a whole hat on. Right, more room for thoughts. What I've noticed for me, couple of things. So if everything around me is cluttered, my whole life is cluttered. So I'm in the process of decluttering. When I declutter, like if I declutter my room and then I journal and declutter my mind, it actually allows my creativity to flow and I'm more focused. And I do sleep better. I see a lot of y'all saying you sleep better. Yeah, I do sleep better. It's amazing how you take for granted like peaceful sleep until you get it again. And I'm like, man, I forgot how this felt. Right. So what I like about the creative part is even if it's a not so good moment, I can still make the page lighter, even if I have the not so good moments on that page. And so what happens with me when I flip back through my journal, sometimes I'm just looking at the cute stuff on the pages and I'll keep flipping, and I'm not necessarily going to read it and be like, oh man, that day was horrible. I'll just keep flipping. So that was another reason I added that approach to the way I journal. So I think we have covered quite a bit, y'all. So we did a couple of things. We figured out how you can set one small goal to accomplish this week. It does not have anything to do with the overall journal prompts, but it is to get you all moving and getting something checked off of your list. And preferably, if you do that goal, choose that goal outside of work related items, okay? Anything work related, goal related that's attached to your work environment, try to do something different outside of that as your goal. We also created a Hello June page in the Blackout Journal. I showed you how you can incorporate journal moments inside of a coloring sheet. Awesome, unique. So I showed you how to create a coloring sheet and add motivational phrases. You can actually journal in here. One day I'll show y'all a journal entry on a coloring sheet. Yes, being more descriptive, y'all. Like, y'all hear me say this all the time. If you lie to your journal pages, you'll lie to anyone. In essence, if you lie to yourself, you'll lie to anyone. So if you can't be truthful with yourself, who can you really be truthful with? And that's why I'm like, be descriptive. Even if it's not comfortable, write it down. When it's a comfortable moment, write it down. Like, don't be afraid to bask in your joy and your accomplishments. Like, don't minimize reaching a goal and maximize something that doesn't feel well or doesn't feel good. So that's the benefits of using a journal, is it allows you to be you. There are often times that we have to put on facades. I don't care who you are. At some point in your life, you have to tone yourself down depending on the situation that you're in. The place that you can be yourself at all times and any times is in a journal, and nobody will judge you. Because if that journal talking back, I need y'all to go sit on somebody's couch, because it shouldn't be talking back to you. Yeah, you can write on your flower petals. Just different stuff that, honestly, when you find the enjoyment in it, you'll pick it up more. I told y'all in a previous live, might have been, yeah, it was a live. In a previous live that I used to journal to Facebook. And that ain't who you're supposed to be journaling to. And at the end of the day, I still have people that judge me on posts from 2013. And I'm like, homie, that's not me anymore. You know, like, I'm allowed to change every single day. So if you still think I'm the same person that was posting in 2013, then we have a problem. But the reality is, when you put yourself out there on the social media platform, people are allowed to feel how they feel and to have the opinions that they have on you, because you granted them that access. So I'm now at the place where I'll journal first before I put something out. And if I put something out, I have to be okay with what comes with it. I don't have to accept it per se, but I have to know that anything that I put out digitally is subjective to criticism. And at this point, I'd rather be criticized on helping people learn how to journal than to be criticized on journaling to the world, if that makes any sense. So I really enjoyed this evening, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you made it to the end, that means you kind of like me just a little bit. And if you do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, so every time I post, you'll be in the know and you can learn new things and we can chat together. Mondays are definitely one of my favorite days on here. I hope you all enjoy Mondays. Make sure when you log off of here, if you need to set your plans for tomorrow for work, set your plans Be descriptive in what you need to accomplish. Take ownership in the things that you weren't able to accomplish today and adjust as necessary. Use that same approach that we do on weekly recaps. You can use that approach daily. Journal what you need to journal. Close that journal and find a little bit of relaxation before you go to bed and start over fresh. And I look forward to creating y'all a video tomorrow, and that'll probably be a planner-based video. And that will be that. Aw, thank you. Y'all have an amazing night, and I will chat with you all later.